Hi guys. Today I don't have great news for you. I have kind of a huge issue that's going on with my leg, and I do have the new leg that they gave me. I'm still adjusting to it, and there are still some things that aren't perfect with it. I have been having to layer with lots of socks because sadly it is kind of too big. However, that is something I can work with. I'm just trying to figure all of that out. There's been a lot more pressure on the base of my foot than my faithful leg that I've had for 12 years. And so what that means is at the end of the day, when I'm wearing my new leg, the base of my heel literally feels like I've walked 2 or 3 days at Disneyland. It's very achy and sore, and it can even take a day or two to recover from that achiness. And so in order to make adjustments, I've been wearing my new leg for a day and then giving it a break and wearing my old leg and then going back to the new leg and then kind of adjusting with different kinds of socks and things like that to see if I can help get the pressure off of the stump area. We're trying to figure all that out. We're trying to come up with some solutions that will work without having to remake a whole new leg. But yesterday, my worst fear happened, and this foot that I've had for 12 years finally broke. And so now I am forced to wear my new leg all the time, and it's been challenging and a little bit uncomfortable, but I wanted to show you what a broken foot looks like. I'm gonna let you hear it first because it does sound crunchy. My guy always said, you'll know that the leg is breaking or coming apart because it will sound super crunchy and make all kinds of crunching noises. And he was not wrong. I was wearing this around the house yesterday, and I kept hearing like this weird, kind of a weird crunching noise, but it would come and I'd notice it, and then I'd walk like 10 or 12 steps and there would be nothing. And then I'd hear it again. And so I actually thought, I was wearing Crocs, I thought maybe like I got a rock or something caught in between the bottom of my foot and the Croc, and it was just making a weird sound as I was walking. So I stopped and took off my shoe, and there was nothing in there. And then I put my leg back on and took a few more steps, and it was a super loud crunching sound. It didn't like come apart from the leg or anything, but I'm gonna let you hear what it sounds like. I have a shoehorn here to try and take off this foot shell. They require a special tool, and I don't have that tool, but I'm gonna do my best. This foot shell is ripping, and I do wanna be careful. I don't wanna rip it anymore as I try and remove the foot shell so I can see how damaged the carbon fiber foot is. Because if I do rip this a lot further, I don't have this as a backup shell anymore. And these foot shells, they're about, with my insurance, they're about $200 to replace. I'm really curious to see what's in here and how bad it looks. So I'm gonna do my best to try and take it apart. That popping sound wasn't good. I can't see if I'm actually getting under the whole foot or not. I don't think I am. Don't try this at home. Now I got my shoehorn stuck. Oh my God. There we go. maybe I need to watch a video. Okay, I just got done watching a video on how to maybe remove this foot shell myself. There is a rubber lip inside that is preventing it from just coming out, which is what I have to get underneath and pop out in order to remove it. And I'm trying to do that without making this tear any larger. So I'm gonna see if I can do it. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's the crunching. God, he made it look so easy in that video. Okay, I went and got a long flathead screwdriver to see if maybe I can use this. Oh, did I do it? I think I did it. Got it. Okay. Moment of truth. You are seeing this for the first time along with me. This is the inside of my foot shell. It's super black. The reason is it does have a carbon. This is like a special sock. It gets really dirty. Oh my gosh, the amount of hair that's in here is kind of crazy. But he replaces these socks occasionally. As you can see, the sock has worn a hole right here. Sometimes that makes noise, but definitely not the crunching that I was experiencing. So I'm gonna take off this sock and we're gonna see if I can tell what area is broken. Okay, well, this is what my foot looks like inside the foot shell. And this is where I thought it was splintering. But it turns out that I think it's this back part because it made the loudest crunch when I stepped backwards. So I think the back part completely broke apart. This doesn't look as bad as I thought. I don't think that movement is supposed to happen on its own just by me pushing on the foot. So definitely not good. And it's not something I can wear at all because it could, honestly, if I were to try and just keep walking in it, it could completely snap apart and then I would fall and probably damage even more of like the inner workings and things like that. So don't want to risk hurting myself, don't want to risk damaging this further, but yeah, this leg's pretty much trash at this point, and I'm gonna have to get used to one of the other legs that have been made for me and break those in and figure out a way to make those work. So that sucks. This just happened this weekend. I thought it would be kind of cool for you guys to see the leg and the inner workings of the foot because I haven't been able to show you that before, obviously, because it was quite hard taking this off by myself. I guess if you have the right tool, it's not an issue, but I do not have the right tool. And I don't know if you can see, but there is a lip in there that this part actually has to wedge underneath that lip. So when it goes on and then wedges under the lip because that helps keep everything stable and keeps the foot shell from not coming off when I walk. So that is necessary. That also just makes it more challenging to put on and take off. we shall see what happens next, and I will definitely keep you posted. Thanks for watching Tina's Leg, where every day is leg day, even if it's broken leg day.